All right, it says I have enough battery. I think everything's good. Oh, wait, no, everything's fucked. What's going on, everybody? It's week 38. We've been doing this for 38 weeks now. What's this? This is a card shop. We talk about the news. I'm Adam. I got a wife, Alex. We got a boy. I was gonna say dogs. We also have those. And we got a bunch of cardboard. You can go buy it. It's at pandorasdeckbox.com. You can use the code EATSHIPANDDIE to save 5% off your first order. You can use the QR code thingy, or you can come to 195 Whiting Street in Hingham, Mass. That's where we are. And you can buy this stuff in person. And we had our second sale. We're real. We're going to sign up. I'll talk about it in a minute. What we do every week, we've been doing this for 38 weeks. We just talk Magic news, Pokemon news, business news. And then you can, subscribe if you want. And every week you hear more of it. And I talk about stuff. Last week's was really short. I liked that. That was awesome. We're going to try to do it again. Didn't take a lot of notes. Been really busy. So here we go. Magic news. Wilds of Eldraine set booster reprint is here. We got a good deal from MVP Sports and Games. $107 a box. It's good. It's going for like $150 now or whatever. $148 as of whenever I wrote that note. I don't know, it was a few days ago. PAX East is happening. We were there Thursday. It was great. It was good fun meeting up with people, and we walked around. We spent a bunch of money. And also on Saturday, yesterday, today's Sunday, the Final Fantasy premiere happened. It was good. We were here. I was building a glass case, which I'll show you at the end. We'll do a little tour of the shop, see what's different. And, I was watching it live. We had a buddy, Tyler, he went. It was really fun. There's a bunch of info. All right, I'm not going to tell you everything. You can go watch many sources of news, or you can just go watch the live stream. Oh, God, I got burps. But the highlights, there's a serialized Chocobo and the collector boosters, the character art cards, borderless, foil. Those are in collector boosters only. Not a lot of unique stuff to the collector boosters, but they're there. People. I don't know if the price is going to justify them. Granted, if you hit a Chocobo, you're going to get like a $10,000 card. So that's the chase. But a lot of play boosters sold once the news came out and the leaks. They didn't leak everything. They leaked a couple cards. There's still more stuff. They didn't show the Buster Sword. They teased it. Play boosters are going up. I think they're like $150 now. That's a little crazy, but MSRP is like, I don't know, 140, 150. It's in that range. And, distros is not as cheap. It's not going to be your regular set. It's a premium set. It's the Universe of Beyond standard set. Charge more money for it set. Edge of Eternities will come next. But I don't know. The Final Fantasy Through the Ages bonus sheet's pretty cool. You get those in every play booster. But in every box or pack, I think, of collector is guaranteed you get one. Hey, whatever. It's gonna be fun. I like Final Fantasy. It's gonna be great. Bringing a lot of nerds into the game that haven't yet been here, and there's some people bitch about that, but I think those people are assholes. So it's good. New blood's good. Pokemon news. That's it. That's all I got for Magic. Pokemon news. Black Bolt White Flare will have over 800 cards if you want to complete a master set. Each of the 156 will get a regular card, reverse holo, a Pokeball reverse holo, a Master Ball reverse holo, and an illustration rare or a special illustration rare. People have expressed some concern with this number. 800 is more than any binder can hold. The average binder holds around 600 cards. This is, for the people who are collecting a master set, I wish you luck, and holy shit. I hope that they did print this set into oblivion, because that's a lot of cards they're going to have to crack and collect and buy the singles, whatever. The Pokemon version of these things had a Pokemon Center, the English version of these sets. The English set had a drop on Wednesday, and it was out for like 2 hours, and it wasn't selling out. It was people were still getting in. We were busy, we were doing shit, and I honestly thought it would be a lost cause, just like all the other Pokemon Center drops, but a couple of our friends got in like an hour later and they picked up some. I think that means there's going to be a lot of printed product. I think this is the one where they actually mean it when they said they were printing up all day, every day, maximum capacity. I think this is the one. So be careful. We did put in a pretty big order with distro. I'll get to that in a minute, but they might call the bluffs. So this might be the point where people start going, uh-oh, I can't afford 750,000. Pokey Annie Bryan just made a video. He ordered $750,000 worth of Black Bolt White Flare. And it might be a good set. It might be a good investment, but he might also get his bluff called, and then he'll have to come up with almost $1 million worth of product. There's a big drama going around on like the TikToks and wherever the kids are these days, that FedEx is cutting open and stealing Pokemon Center boxes to stealing the packs. I've seen there's been 2 surprise box videos where this has happened, and the question is always asked: couldn't you just cut the box open, take your product out, and then start filming and be like, "There's nothing in it"? So, I don't know, victim blame too much, but it seems a little. We'll see. I don't know. FedEx is in big trouble if you mess with the mail. So it has happened. It's not impossible that it's happening, but it's to steal surprise boxes. God, whatever. You got one over there. We sold a bunch of them this week. We sold a bunch of shit. Speaking of selling a bunch of shit, it's business news time. The shop. The sign is up. We put up the sign last Sunday, Monday. And now we did the pictures, and I'll get to it in a minute, but the sign was the last thing we needed before we could really get distro, or at least start applying to distro. I'll tell you in a second how that's going. Built the glass cabinet. It's pretty cool. It's tempered glass, and it's like when I was building it, they're like, oh, it has a 0.3% chance to just self-explode. So it was nerve-wracking. It got built, nothing exploded. It doesn't have very high like weight capacity for the shelves. It's stupid on Amazon. It shows a picture of a 50-pound weight. And then when you get it and you read the manual, it's like, oh no, 17 pounds per shelf. Don't you're self-explode. So we got the PC ETBs are in there, the expensive kind of light things. Those are in there. We need to buy some like risers to make it look nicer, but it looks all right. Whatever. We got furniture. Okay, we got some furniture. There's still more to get, but this room is now kind of full. It's looking pretty good in here. We were gonna obviously redo the single pack dispensers. We got to redo some of that, and yeah, I don't know. ETBs might move around, but we got the showcase filled with collector boosters. Japanese stuff is in there. Secret Lair is in there for now. We'll play with it. We'll keep slapping my fucking waist. It's gonna come up on the mic. I don't have to edit it out. All right. Anyway, cash register and receipt printer are now working. I had to reconfigure the Wi-Fi. It doesn't like apostrophe of Pandora's deck box. Possessive. I had to change it. Now we got a PDB staff Wi-Fi that's got a different password, which is what we always wanted to do anyway, because we didn't want the guest Wi-Fi to like have you come in and hack away all of our money or something. I don't know. It's the Wi-Fi's set up now, okay? The receipt printer, it loves the new staff option. It's on there. It's printing receipts. We had our second sale today. I told you about that. And I printed a receipt, put it in a little baggie. We filled a lot of online orders this week. We had like almost $2,000 a day all week. It was crazy. It honestly made me concerned for how much product we have left, because I'm like, it's going off the shelves pretty quickly. A lot of it was collector boosters, but we sold some precons. We sold some Pokemon booster boxes. It's good stuff. Until, I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. Got this notification on the Shopify app. And often there's like these spam accounts that as soon as you get a Shopify, you got to put in your email and you have to make it public. And assholes will just spam you all day. At least 10 emails a day you get. It's like, I'm a Shopify expert. And so I was like thinking this was a spam email. And it says urgent. You must respond, whatever. It sounds like spam. They're removing all of our Pokemon items. All of your Pokemon items have been flagged for copyright issues. You're selling a branded item without permission, and fuck you. Your business is dead now. You have 5 days to resolve this, which is 2 days from now. So naturally pretty confused and upset and saddened by this news. So we went in, we uploaded our agreement with Southern Hobby, the onboarding document, and signed a thing and a resale certificate for the state. And then a bunch of invoices, bunch of Southern Hobby invoices. So we don't have everything in here. We did not buy from Southern Hobby, but we did buy some of it. We put it up there. Some people have said, so it's just shut up. So I started talking to a bunch of people in Discord, people that own businesses, people that use Shopify. They said this happens to everybody. It's just a thing that you don't really have to worry about. You just send them the Southern Hobby stuff. One person just said, these are secondhand. I'm reselling these. It's like, I'm not, whatever. I don't know if that works, but that's what they said, and then Shopify went away. So we're waiting. I chatted somebody at Shopify because I was angry and frustrated. And they didn't know, or they didn't know. So they just started Googling stuff, and they're like, oh, yeah, you have an agreement with Southern Hobby, but you need to, in order to be like properly licensed and for this copyright thing, you have to be an extension of Southern Hobby. You can't just be a wholesaler, retailer relationship. You need to be part of Southern Hobby. And I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So anyway, she couldn't figure it out. She sent it to legal. Legal's going to look at it. Meanwhile, we have 2 days until all of our Pokemon listings disappear. So it's a little frustrating, a little stressful. That was Thursday? That was Thursday, because we were at PAX, and I was freaking out. Because I didn't have a computer, I couldn't send them documents. It was, that's my stress. So I did that. And then we applied to distribution. Like I said, we got the sign. It's all right, pulling on the mic. We got everything we needed. Applied to distro. Southern Hobby, all they needed are photos of the retail space and a copy of the lease. We did that. GTS, we had reached out in September, and now they say they're only accepting new accounts for stores that host tournaments and for all the games. You can't just do Wizards, you can't just do Pokemon, you gotta do Yu-Gi-Oh, you gotta Flesh and Blood. Oh, WPN was always our next goal. We're gonna try to get WPN, get on the map. Maybe we can actually get some foot traffic, and the other ones, the Pokemon Network and whatever, Bandai. It sucks. They keep moving the goalposts because, when 6 months ago, whatever, when we reached out, they said, no, you gotta have a brick and mortar and then you get in. Magazine exchange, same thing. They were gonna work with us in March, and if we had a brick and mortar, we got it now in May. And they say, oh, we'll put you on the wait list. We've had people on the wait list since January. So who knows, maybe in 6 months, maybe in a year, we'll get a call and then we can get into magazine exchange. That's a pain in the ass. Peach Hobby State Distribution, whatever, PhD, sent in the application and they said it could take 2 weeks for a response. So it was a week ago, maybe next week. And then Alliance. We're applying to Alliance tonight. This is such a fucking pain in the ass, that form. You need business contacts. I don't have business. All right, anyway. And it sucks because they're like getting banned. Didn't Pokemon get rid of Alliance? They're always the most expensive option. Whatever. We're going to try and see, maybe we can get some accessories or something. We need Bandai TCG Plus, Konami Official Tournament Store Program, Pokemon League, and WPN. This many. That's what we need, and then people kind of respect us. So it sucks, the whole idea of getting a brick and mortar. Like, the gatekeeping of this thing, and if you were selling Pokemon stuff or whatever from your basement, the like dream is that, I'll get a brick and mortar and then I'll get distribution and then I can finally make money. It'll be real. I think that's a Black Widow. There's a big ass fucking creepy spider up there. It's not a Black Widow. It's just a gross spider. Anyway, that dream, that this is the dream we're trying to execute on, is a nightmare. It's not real. Don't get a brick and mortar because you can't get product even if you have a brick and mortar location. So it's the market. The problem is they have too many customers. They have too many retail connections. They have too many people going on this thing. And, it sucks right now. So maybe eventually they'll get better. Magazine exchange, obviously, we're on the wait list. Maybe we'll get in. It's really disheartening. It's not fun. One thing, we did get a win. We applied for and were approved for the Certified Hobby Shop program on TCGplayer, which means we show up with a little cool storefront logo on their platform. We've got some single sales since then, which is cool. We were kind of low on the singles, but we were trying to be low because we were trying to get set up. We got that now. The one really important and nice thing about being a certified hobby shop is that you get pre-sale access, but you need 90 sales, 300 sales. You need a bunch of sales. I think 300 within the last 90 days, and that's updated every 90 days. So kind of boned there. We have not had 300 sales in the last 90 days. We have, I think, 800 sales total, but it's been over 38 weeks, or however long we've been doing this. And not a lot in the last 90 days. We've been really slow on singles because we've just been trying to get things figured out with the brick and mortar. So we got to build up our single sales. We got to build up our tournaments. We got to have people in the store and take a picture of somebody playing a game, and then maybe it'll be a real thing, and then maybe we'll get distribution, and then maybe we can start building allocation. Because that's the thing, is like, you're not even in the fucking thing, and we still got to do the goddamn dance with the allocation. Spending money. All right, anyway. We put in orders, speaking of allocations, for Black Bolt and White Flare at Southern Hobby. Just a reminder, we have this free trial thing with the wholesale club. It's very limited time. Eventually, if we ever do get this brick and mortar status, we can start ordering in-stock items of, like, Disney, Magic, Star Wars. Then it'll be like $10 a month until we can start building allocation for these places. There's an ant. I want to put this ant in that spider web. He might walk right into it by himself. He's going towards it. Anyway, if you want to join the thing, put a comment below. Just join the Discord, they'll sign you up. You can expect nothing because we have very, very, very small allocations. But if we do get allocated some, maybe you'll get it for close to distro pricing. It's a little wholesale club. You know how they work, right? If you're watching this, you probably are in Rudy's and Anon's and Louis and Brian's. No, what the fuck's his name? Gone Rogue Games. What's his name again? I don't know. Can't remember. Gone Rogue Games. That's a lot of edits. Sorry. I'm losing my mind. I'm watching this ant. I'm trying not to focus on him. He's like 6 inches away from the spider. And I just want the spider to eat this ant and send a message to all the other ants to get the hell out of our store. All right, what? Yeah, okay, so the wholesale thing, if you're in early, we're probably gonna do like an early bird thingy. Full price will probably be like $20 a month, just kind of what other people are doing. And it'll hopefully be no limits, but we'll see. If there's a lot of people, maybe we'll have to start adding limits, I don't know. You know how it works. You start great and then you get shitty. That's how life works. You have good ambitions and intentions, and then, money, greed, and time. All right. Our allocation will probably be shit for Black Bolt and White Flare, so don't expect anything, like I said. Along those lines, our allocation with Destin's Rivals came in, and we got a couple of booster boxes and even less ETBs. Now there's a mosquito. All right. We can't fill any of the wholesale club orders. We can, everybody wanted more than that. And it's like an insectarium. What's the word? So what we're going to do, because we can't fulfill these orders, is that we're going to do a spin wheel for each item for the people that wanted a booster box of Destined Rivals and an ETB. There were different groups of people that wanted different stuff. We're going to choose 2 winners, 1 for each, and you can't win both. And by win, I mean you still have to pay the distro price, the one plus a little bit of fees. So we hide the price as a secret. And shipping too, because I'm not losing money on that. All right, that's the end of this one. It was a little longer than I wanted, but I had distractions and burping. And hopefully I edited it all out. Anyway, let's take a little tour. It's going to be bright. The lighting's going to be bad for a minute. It's okay. It's going to be fine. Listen. Hey, if you've been here and you're watching this and, it's cool of you, we appreciate you being here. Magic Final Fantasy is kicking ass. I'm just going to go outside for a second and show you the sign. And can you see it? Do you see the sign? Yeah, I'll flip it around here. We'll flip her around here. Oh, you can't see anything. Hold on. Wait, there's a button for this. It's not that one. Oh, yeah. There it is. Sorry, the sun is brutal. Even with that, I didn't fix it? All right, whatever. There's a sign there. You see it, the sign. Can't see anything out there. Yeesh. All right, hold on. Back indoors. Indoor mode. All right. Open collectors. More secret layers. Japanese. Japanese is kind of temporary. This is pretty nice. These are their sealed collector boosters. We got some good stuff in there. It's all secret. And then, glass case. These are the Pokemon Center ETBs. Big value. Not a lot of weight. Good for the shelves. All right, whatever. These are all kind of the same. Nothing new there. Play space is getting better. This table with a bunch of shit on it has less shit on it now. And then eventually we still want to do like bookcases here probably. The office is still kind of a mess. Nothing really special going on in the office. All the cameras are done. I need to do the wires. I'll get to it. And then, you know, the packing room. Not a lot has changed in there. The inventory room. You're just looking at the door. Whoa. Spooky. Oh, wait. It's less spooky. Inventory room. Secret layers fit really well here. Secret layers. Collectors. Look how much collectors we sold. Did you see last video? It was like up to here. Oh, here's another one. We sold some. All right. Let's go roll the die. If you want to subscribe and like and comment and shit, I don't care. You can do that if you want. You don't have to. You can just be cool and watch stuff. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day of everybody that applies to. Let's roll the die. This die holds our fate for the week. And that's a pretty good roll. So, everybody, have a 17 week. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.